Hi and welcome, I'm Gavin Lon. In this video, I'm going to give you my top 5 recommended programming languages to learn in 2022. This is just my opinion and I would love for you to tell me below in the comment section what your recommended programming languages are to learn in 2022. Now, I'm certainly not saying learn all of the languages in my list. However, I would recommend specializing in at least one of them. And of course, if you are an aspiring full-stack web developer, you'll also need to know HTML5, CSS, and JavaScript. I would also say Transact SQL is an essential language to learn for all developers. All of the languages that I've chosen in my list are in demand, and a good practical knowledge of any of these languages can lead to high-paying prospects. Okay, let's get into my list. These are in no particular order. JavaScript. JavaScript is consistently rated as the most popular programming language in the world today. It first appeared on the 4th of December 1995. It is a high-level, object-oriented programming language that has dynamic typing. What makes JavaScript an essential programming language to learn, even if you choose to specialize in another programming language, is that it dominates the client-side scripting languages used in web development. Single-page application development has become extremely popular in recent years. At present, JavaScript frameworks like Angular and React, used mostly for creating component-based, dynamic, interactive user interfaces on the web, are the most mature and performant technologies used for this purpose. Frameworks like Node.js have enabled JavaScript to often be the language of choice for developing server-side code. For example, you may choose to use JavaScript to create your server-side components, perhaps REST APIs, used for retrieving data and returning the data to the client-side code in your single-page application. Node.js is built on the Google V8 JavaScript engine. This compiles the JavaScript code into native machine language code, which enables quick processing times. Python. Python first appeared on the 20th of February 1990. Python is an interpreted high-level general-purpose programming language. Its design philosophy emphasizes code readability with its use of significant indentation. Its language constructs, as well as its object-oriented approach, aim to help programmers write clear, logical code for small and large-scale projects. Python is easy to use, powerful, and versatile, making it a great choice for beginners and experts alike. Python's readability makes it a great first programming language. Python is one of the best languages to use for the development of data science applications. Due to its easy understandability by humans, it is easy to make models for machine learning. Note that a programming language like Java is generally faster and more efficient than Python because it is a compiled language. However, as an interpreted language, Python has simpler, more concise syntax than Java. There are many Python frameworks available. Perhaps the most popular framework used for web development is Django. Python can be used in 3D design software like Blender and Maya Autodesk for automating repetitive tasks. I thought that because of the recent hype surrounding the metaverse, that this could be a great reason to learn Python in 2022 for 3D designers. Java. Java is an object-oriented programming language and computing platform, developed by James Gosling and first released by Sun Microsystems. It was first released on the 23rd of January, 1996. Java was later acquired by Oracle Corporation. Java applications can be developed in a cross-platform computing environment. On the dev.java website, it states that Java is used by over 10 million developers and runs on 56 billion devices globally. Java and C# are similar in many ways. Both languages are somewhat derived from C++ and from similar first principles. Both languages are more simplified and easier to learn when compared to C++. The following types of applications can be developed using Java: desktop GUI applications, mobile applications, web-based applications, enterprise applications, scientific applications, embedded systems, big data technologies, cloud-based applications, web servers and application servers, software tools, and gaming applications. I'd like to tell you about Brilliant.org. Brilliant.org is a platform used by millions that provides a fun and interactive way of learning STEM subjects. At Brilliant, you'll practice real-world problem solving that helps you train your critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Every problem comes with a step-by-step solution that helps you understand the reason for each step. Courses are available for all knowledge levels and all ages, from 10 to 110. So you'll almost certainly find something that interests you. The concept is first explained and why it actually matters. The intuitive ideas behind the topics, like algebra, statistics, or algorithms, and more, are taught. You'll come to understand how STEM actually works and how it is relevant to your everyday life. Personally, I'm really looking forward to following this course on Python. Python is an excellent object-oriented programming language, one of the best languages used in data science applications. This course on algorithms looks great. Understanding how certain algorithms work, coupled with a good knowledge of certain data structures, is essential for professional developers as well as aspiring developers. I'm fascinated by quantum mechanics and would love to learn more about it. So these courses related to quantum mechanics and quantum computing, including this course on Microsoft's programming language, Q#, a language built to control real, near-term quantum computers, is very appealing. All of Brilliant's courses are crafted by award-winning teachers, researchers, and professionals from MIT, Caltech, Duke, Microsoft, Google, and more. This is an excellent platform that almost anyone can use to increase their knowledge on STEM subjects. I highly recommend signing up for your 1-week free trial with Brilliant. By signing up after clicking the appropriate link that I've included below in the description, and if you convert to an annual subscription once your 1-week free trial period has completed, you can get 20% off the annual subscription price. So this is a great deal offered by Brilliant to the viewers of this channel. The next language that I'm going to recommend may be a little bit controversial. PHP. PHP is a popular general-purpose scripting language that is especially suited to web development. The latest versions of PHP has support for object-oriented programming. It was originally created by Danish-Canadian programmer Rasmus Lerdorf in 1994. The PHP reference implementation is now produced by the PHP group. PHP was among the first server-side languages that could be embedded into HTML, making it easy to add functionality to web pages without needing to call external files for data. Now, I've heard a lot of noise out there about PHP being a dying language, but many credible reports claim that PHP is running almost 80% of the web. I assume the reason for this is to do with its affiliation with WordPress. Since WordPress is built in PHP, it is supported by almost every shared hosting provider, so PHP isn't going away anytime soon. I would say that PHP is a great language to learn, even more so if you are interested in becoming a freelance web developer and wish to use WordPress as a content management system as a core part of your web applications. So for web developers, PHP is still a great language to learn. As a freelance web developer, there is scope for building blogs, websites, themes, plugins, and more. C#. C# is a simple, modern, general-purpose, object-oriented programming language. It was designed by Anders Hejlsberg, a prominent Danish software engineer from Microsoft, in 2000. It has a C-based syntax and is similar in many respects to Java. Those of you who follow this channel know that C# is my favorite programming language. If you are new to the channel or are not yet aware of the full courses currently published on this channel, please check out these free courses: C# for beginners, Advanced C#, and Let's Build an ASP.NET Core MVC web application on .NET 5. Going through these courses will give you a comprehensive knowledge of the C# language and show you how to build applications using C# from start to finish. C# is an easy programming language to learn and can be used to develop almost any type of application: web, mobile, games, IoT, machine learning, desktop, cloud-native applications, and more. Microsoft provides excellent free cross-platform tools like Visual Studio Community Edition and Visual Studio Code for developers to create applications using C# and .NET. I've included links below in the description where you can read more about these tools as well as download these tools for free. These software development tools can run on Windows, Linux, and Mac platforms. Blazor is a fairly new framework that lets C# developers build interactive, single-page applications using C# instead of using JavaScript frameworks like Angular or React for this purpose. Blazor can run your client-side C# code directly in the browser using WebAssembly. Moving forward, a C# developer potentially no longer needs to learn JavaScript-based frameworks like Angular or React and can create dynamic, interactive client-side user interfaces using C#. At this stage, I would, however, still recommend at least having a basic knowledge of JavaScript for all web developers. The Unity game engine uses C# as its main scripting language. You can create 2D and 3D games using C# and the Unity game engine. The Unity game engine also makes it easy to monetize your games. My advice, certainly for aspiring full-stack web developers, is to specialize in at least one of the programming languages mentioned in my list, and in addition to this, ensure that you also acquire a good knowledge of HTML5, CSS, and Transact SQL. If the language in which you specialize is not JavaScript, I would advise that you gain a good knowledge of JavaScript in addition to the language in which you choose to specialize. For content like this and much more, please consider subscribing and please ring the bell so that you'll be notified of future releases. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and please feel free to share this video with anyone you feel may benefit from its content. If you'd like to thank me by buying me a coffee, I've included a link to my Buy Me a Coffee webpage below in the description. It will be greatly appreciated. Please let me know in the comments section what your recommended languages are. I think that could make for a very interesting discussion. Thank you and take care.